Exiles. I'm Stone Cold, my real name is Patrick, I'm a PoElic and I stream on Twitch. And in this video I'm gonna show you a build guide for my Quad Herald Blade Vortex Assassin. And important, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button so you always get a notification if a new video is released on this channel.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
With your death, this nightmare may finally end. I'm faster! Easy prey! Hold still! Let me out.
Alright, let's hop over the gear quick. This is built around the replica Alpha Soul. This is an insane helm, like really totally insane. Gives you +4 to level of socketed Herald gems, Chaos Res, chance to avoid being poisoned, reduced mana reserved, and you cannot be hindered. And of course we're gonna socket our Heralds in it. As a chest we will use Impulse's Broken Heart. That's pretty known, I guess. But still, it gives us a little life, some increased damage, and a good roll gives us insanely increased damage if you have shocked an enemy recently. Also, it's free Explo mod, which is pretty cool. as a dagger, and that's something that's really important, I guess. You will want increased spell damage, high fist damage if possible on the dagger itself. Added lightning damage to spells is better than added fire, but I did not get it on this one. Increased critical strike chance for spells, global critical strike multiplier, and yeah, this mod gain 10% of physical damage as extra cast damage is also nice. Here's a better example, like nice spell damage, crit multiplier, crit chance. Yeah, so you got an idea of what you're looking for. For the amulet, we will anoint Discord Artisan. We need to check that we get the attributes on it. As you can see, we will need a lot of dexterity and strength. And yeah, the most important modifier on this amulet though, since the nerf of the Elementalist, because this build was a Elementalist previously, the most important mod is Zealotry has 20% reduced mana reservation. In the PoE, which I will show in a second, you will see that we will... there I got a insane amulet. That's what I want later, or somewhere later. But until now, or until then, this will suffice. We will not need need a better one for quite some time. So as rings, we will need an Elder Ring, and that's because we use Mark of the Shaper. Yeah. What are the important stats on the ring? Obviously some life. This is not the best ring yet, and I'm also working on another coral ring, as you can see, but we will want a lot of resistances, and it needs to have the Elder mod. As boots, still not the best boots, need more life, and I need more increased movement speed. The most important mods are the resistances though, and at some point I want cannot be frozen on them. As a belt, you want the missing attributes and resistances and life. And yeah, for the gloves, we'll use fingerless silk gloves, which give us increased spell damage and also life and resistances. Yeah, that's about the gear. I mean, flasks also pretty straightforward. I got a Cinder Swallow urn, which is highly recommended. You will see this in the notes and in the forum thread. So let's have a look at the path of building. In the path of building, I made two, because this build does also still exist as a Elementalist. And within the notes you will find the link to the forum of this build and also of the Elementalist version. I will probably try out the Elementalist version in the coming days, but for now I'm going to show you the Assassin tree, and also I'm going to show you some parts of the Elementalist tree. So, path of building, this is pretty straightforward. I did not include the leveling trees yet, but you will find them in the path of building code that you can see in the description as well as in the forums. So it's pretty straightforward. I use an inspired learning, which is highly recommended. It's not necessary, not mandatory for this build. That's why I chose those points here. If you got a headhunter, because this build is kind of made for using a headhunter, it's really cool if you got one. I had one last league when it was an Elementalist, and yeah, you can pretty early socket the inspired learning if you want to. A little later you can pick up the critical strike multiplier while leveling, and at that point of, let's say, Act 4, Act 5, you will probably need to take the reduced mana reserve node here, which you can refund later once you got a enlightened level 3 or 4, which you can wear. Yeah, then we will go this way, take the crit nodes, and as soon as you reach this socket, and if you got the mandatory unnatural instinct, you can socket it, and your heralds will have reduced mana reservation, and you will deal more damage, and yeah, you get the point. Discord Artisan is not that cheap with golden, black, and indigo oil, but it's definitely what you want to anoint on your amulet. You can take the area of effect nodes earlier than me. I did not take them yet with the footage that you will see later, but yeah, it's something that I definitely plan to take. Another highly recommended jewel is the Glorious Vanity Jewel. This one will convert the mind of a meta node to corrupt soul, and this is strongly recommended. You will notice that you will become a lot tankier using this. Yeah, you will continue to go to Retribution and Discipline and Training for the life and for some strength. And also you get some strength here, resistances, and here's some area of effect. And then you will go to the mana reservation nodes, and then you will socket the cluster jewels. But this will also be covered in the leveling trees. For the cluster jewel, you will want Duriani's Lesson, Prismatic Heart, and Sadist, which pretty much gives us damage, resistances and damage, and yeah, again damage and some leech. As medium cluster jewels, you will want Empowered Envoy and Endbringer for a increased damage while affected by a Herald jewel, and this twice. We need 2 of those. This will boost our damage a lot. And we will use 2 small cluster jewels with Fatal. Ideally, you will want to have, instead of like what I show here, instead of getting regenerate 0.1% of life per second, you will want attributes, resistances, or life. That's better. Also, especially chaos resistance. Like here, for example, I chose one of the more perfect fatal jewels. I think this one would be like 10x or whatever. We got attributes, chaos resistance, increased damage. I mean, you could also go for life instead. Yeah, that's the assassin version. For the lab, we will go for Mistwalker, Ambush and Assassinate, Unstable Infusion, and Deadly Infusion. Alright, so let's see. Here we got the Elementalist version. The Elementalist version is a lot, gives us a lot more damage, but is a lot slower. As you can see here, we got movement speed modifier of 105% with min-maxed gear. And on my assassin, I got a movement speed modifier of 153%. So that's a huge difference. And let's go back to the items first. This is my current gear, so I'm not level 100, so I'm dealing a little less than 2 million DPS right now with this one. Though Elder Slayers and tier 16 maps are no problem at all. I like farming buried chambers for doctor drops, and yeah, I'm still working on getting my headhunter. Back to the gear. I already made leveling gear, like early leveling to up to 62, which you would do like this. I highly recommend using Honor Home, which is not a so well-known leveling helmet. You can use it from level 12 onwards. And this one has 2 versions. It gives either +1 level of Socket Gems or +2 level. And I strongly recommend to use the +2 level one with a Enlighten level 2. And this is something that you can find under skills. The helmet setup from level 16 uses Herald of Purity, Ash, and Thunder in the helmet with a level 2 Enlighten. And since the helmet gives us +2 level, it's a level 4 Enlighten that you're using then. So, back to the items. From level 62 plus on, you can use the budget variant of using 2 Singularity Scepters. And yeah, from level 68 you will be able to use the Impulsors. And from level 80 on, which will be in my current gear, you can use the Mark of the Shaper and a Elder Ring. So that's about it. I'm using a Watcher's Eye with 2 Zeo Lottery mods. Depending on the combination you want, you can pay between 3 to 10x or even more for this. But I got all those things pretty early, so I would say this is about 10x. What I got, the min-max gear obviously is a lot more expensive, and also you would want a better Watcher's Eye, which you can see here. I already wrote it in the notes, which are preferred modifiers that you would want on the Watcher's Eye. So back to the Elementalist version. Yeah, the biggest difference is that we deal a lot more damage. We get an Aegis shield, and we get Reflect Immunity. And Reflect Immunity is something that's pretty nice, so I'm pretty sure that I will try this one too. I already got the gear, so why not? Just need to swap it from my Assassin to the Elementalist then. Yeah, we get a little more AoE, but that's about it. So I'm gonna show you some more footage, and I hope you like the video, and I hope you will have a lot of fun with it. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video, or see you on Twitch.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
repulsive all. An exhilarating sensation of